be the better half of that relationship, Ivy Woodruff, and she's completing her 4th speech in Competent Communicator Manual. With every speech, she hopes to convey a positive and thought-provoking message that inspires others to live their best life. Today, she will be talking about the love of her life. Please welcome Ivy Woodruff.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and honored guests. I want to take you on a little trip and tell you a little story about a very, very, very important piece of my life, and it's the love of my life. And when I was 4 years old, had this love a very long time, 30 years now, maybe longer. But when I was 4 years old, this is my earliest memory, I remember holding my mom's hand and walking up to this grand looking building. And I discerned in that moment that this building was incredibly important. And there held something important was about to happen. So we walk in, and it smells like musk and paper and history, and I'm just like, something spectacular is about to happen. And we walk to the back, and we turn the corner, and I'm standing there in front of this wall, and I see it. I see them. And my hands are clammy, and my mouth is dry, and it is love at first sight. I am standing in a library in front of a wall of books, and my mom says, "Your library card allows you to pick out 3. So I walk up, and I pick out a book, and it says, S is for Susie, and I'm like, yes, I want to know what Susie is doing with us. And I proceed to pick out 3 books, and every weekend, that was a ritual that my mom and I did. And I fell in love with my alphabet books, and I fell in love with words. Now, my mom already knew I liked words because I was a really big talker. I started talking before I could even walk. And I used to suck my thumb when I was a baby, and she would honestly say, "Yvonne, why don't you put your thumb in your mouth and shut up for a little while?" So it took me a long time to get over the thumb sucking because it was her way of quieting me down a little bit. So I think Renee gave a speech about that, or a table topics about that. So I hear you, girl. I know. But that started a love affair that I have had with words and books ever since, because people just don't realize or appreciate, I feel sometimes, how important and how significant and how heavy words and language really are. I mean, I can ask you to close your eyes, and I can list out some words, and I can evoke some emotions from you depending on the words that I say. If I said a word like love or lust, you would be thinking one way. But if I switched gears and talked about rage and hate, you would feel a different way. These are just words, letters strung together to have different meanings. But because of our experiences, these words have become more significant. So as I grew up, I started to find different ways to show my love for words. In about the 4th grade, I opened a book and I read the first sentence, and it said, "Are you there, God? It's me, Margaret." And that started my love of writing because I started writing a diary, a journal. And I thought, hey, I'm pretty good at this writing thing. So I kept the reading and I kept the writing, and I was the kid with the book in her hand all the time. And my love affair just grew and grew and grew and grew. And then it also broke my heart You know, words, they break your heart. The first time words broke my heart was when I read a book that started with, there was a tree, and she was in love with a little boy, and she loved a little boy, the giving tree. And I remember feeling, this little boy treats this tree so badly. And it was just, there was something so sad about it, but so happy, because she was so happy to give, but it was a sad book. And the second major time I remember feeling heartbroken was when I read, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father, refuse thy name, or thou wilt not be but sworn my love, for I will no longer be a Capulet. Right? And you read those words, and you saw these two kids fall in love, and you were just like, wow. And then they killed themselves, and were crying, at least I was. And it was pretty amazing when I found Shakespeare, because, you know, Shakespeare invented over 1,700 words for our language, for the English language. And I just thought, this man is God. He is amazing. And I have so much to thank him for, because without these words, how would I ever express who I am, what I feel, what is happening? How would the world be able to understand each other? How would we communicate? I mean, it's just amazing. So, my love affair with words has been a central point in my life. And much to my husband's dismay, I still talk and talk and talk and talk and talk.
No way.
And I'm sure that 90% of the time he's looking at me like, get to the point already. But that's okay, because at the end of the day, this love affair that I have with words will continue to shape and mold my life, and will continue to take me to the next place and the next place and the next place, and will be with me. And I, every day, continue to read, and every day I look forward to learning new words to express quite precisely exactly how I feel and what is happening, and to share that with the world. Thank you.